We want to follow some breaking news here in Indianapolis. A pair of shootings reported less than 1 minute apart. Tonight, 3 people are injured, 2 of them teens. These teenagers injured on the west side of Indianapolis, and that's where Alex Almanza is digging into what happened. Alex?
Scott, we can tell you that those 2 teenagers, which police tell us are male, are expected to be okay. Right now, they're at Riley Children's Hospital, reported to be in stable condition. As for police, you can see right behind me, right now they're shining flashlights in the yard and right on the street. Right now, what they're doing is looking for more evidence. What police tell us right now is that someone drove by and started shooting at that house, and we're talking multiple rounds. Several other people in the house, thankfully, they were not injured, but again, several other people were in that house, and then those 2 boys were injured. Captain Rob Ryder says that situations like this are really an important reminder to know where your kids are at.
Yeah, it's really important for us as parents to make sure we know where our kids are, hold them accountable, teach them good values and morals, and sometimes, as you know, children don't always listen to that teaching. They don't listen to our instructions as parents, so it's unfortunate when we have those in our community that wish to do others harm.
Again, police believe this is a drive-by shooting. Again, those 2 kids that were sent to Riley Children's Hospital are expected to be in stable condition. But right now, police say that there's no suspect at this hour, but they expect to give us an update tomorrow in terms of a vehicle description as well as a suspect. Scott?
All right, Alex Almanza reporting here in Indianapolis. Thanks so much. So here's what we know about that second shooting. Police tonight are telling us a person walked into an IFD station near 34th and Moeller. That person is said to be awake and breathing. Not clear where that person was shot tonight. We're going to be following both of these stories closely in the coming hours. You'll be able to find any breaking developments over on WTHR.com and, of course, on Sunrise starting at 4 a.m. Let's talk about the weather. We enjoyed a beautiful day, plenty of sunshine and temperatures above average. I mean, this was a great way to start our work week. Angela, can we keep it going?
We are going to keep it going. In fact, we're going to warm it up even more over the next several days. I've got several days in the 70s in the 7-day forecast, and it's warm at this hour. 11 o'clock at night, we are above our average high running in the upper 40s. We're still at 53 in Indianapolis and in Bedford. We have 55 degrees in Bloomington. We are down into the 40s for Columbus, 48, and Richmond, 49. Everyone will have wake-up temperatures in the mid-40s, but that's relatively mild for this time of year. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow afternoon as kids head home from school. You head home from work or running some errands tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s. It is severe weather preparedness week, and we're going to help you prepare. The statewide tornado drill is tomorrow morning.
Angela, thanks. Tonight at 11, a motorcyclist is dead after a crash on the south side of Indianapolis. Police tonight confirming to 13 News this wreck involved 2 other cars. Now, we're told those drivers stayed on the scene tonight. This happened around 6 near Thompson Road and E Street. Right now, we're working to learn what may have led to this crash. We're told no one else was injured. Tonight, we want to take a closer look at an immigration case here in Indianapolis, getting a lot of attention online. Video shows ICE detaining 2 men from Honduras. A family friend told 13 News today those men were on their way to work when this happened. So I want you to see this video. You can see Jose Montoya Lopez and his uncle, Amner Nunez Vasquez, get pulled over and then pulled out of their vehicle by immigration officers. All of this unfolding in February. Tonight, we're told the men are still in detention centers. Now, a friend of Lopez told us his family is still trying to figure out why those 2 men were arrested. So we talked to immigration attorney John Broyles. He's not involved in this case, but he took a look at some of the documents. Broyles told us it appears Lopez had a warrant out for not appearing in immigration court. He went on to tell us the officers probably found out that Vasquez was undocumented when they stopped Lopez.
Anytime you have something like this that goes around, it just creates a lot of fear. And it's fear because I think mainly people don't understand the process.
Lopez's family told us they are working with their own attorney tonight, claiming he went to a hearing. They say the attorney is having a hard time reaching him while he's detained. A Buick stolen in one crime, used in another. Police tonight are telling us a person rammed the car into this gun store in Anderson. He hit the gunslinger's building over and over again. Broken windows and doors. Now you can see the guy try to squeeze through the boulders outside. But the Madison County Sheriff co-owns this store, and he takes precautions like those boulders to keep this kind of thing from happening. The suspect made it inside, and he makes it back out with his empty hands, as you see here, up over his head.
Of course, all of our firearms are locked up at night in the vault, and there's nothing here for him. And by the time he makes it back around the counter, the police are here. He does a lot of pacing back here as he sees the lights out here in the front. So I'm guessing he figured his situation just deteriorated rapidly for him.
That suspect tonight is now facing a burglary charge. Investigators just identified the man who was killed in a weekend shooting, saying that 21-year-old Charles Mitchell Jr. died at the hospital. Officers got called to Community Hospital East around 3 o'clock Sunday morning, but police tell us they actually discovered Mitchell was shot on John Jay Drive, which is near 38th and Mithofer. Mitchell's death was ruled a homicide, though police tell us no arrests have been made. A bill that would mean changes to an Indiana law creating a buffer zone between people and police investigations is past another hurdle over at the Indiana State House. So this measure is now heading to a third reading in the state Senate. Now, the original law passed a couple of years ago, but it faced two lawsuits. One brought by members of a media coalition, including WTHR's parent company. There is an injunction against the law, meaning it is not being enforced. House Bill 1122 aims to add some clarity to this law. It adds some language saying an officer can ask someone to back up if they believe that person's presence interferes with an officer's ability to do their job. Here's a look at the other stories making headlines right now. Tonight, the woman accused in two fatal crashes just pleaded guilty to 2 counts of reckless homicide. Investigators say 58-year-old Kelly Anderson hit and killed a pedestrian back in May of 2022. After that crash, investigators say doctors told Anderson she was at high risk and shouldn't drive for 6 months until cleared by a neurologist. Just weeks later, police say Anderson hit a stopped car. That crash killed a mother of 4. Tonight, a 60-year-old man is under arrest in connection to a deadly shooting at an independent senior living community. That shooting happened around noon on Sunday at Serenity Manor, that's on the east side of Indianapolis. Police say they discovered a woman there shot and killed. Right now, we're working to learn her name. Investigators believe she and the suspect were involved in some kind of fight before that gunfire. Tonight, an assistant fire chief in Bartholomew County is out of jail after he was arrested for operating a motor vehicle while intoxicated. The sheriff's office shared these photos with us. You can see an Elizabethtown Volunteer Fire Department pickup truck on its side in a driveway. Police tell us they talked with witnesses who indicated the assistant chief was driving to a fire at the time of the crash. The prosecutor's office tonight is reviewing that case. Tonight, a Morgan County judge set the bond for the 18-year-old accused of planning a mass shooting at Mooresville High School. A $1 million surety bond is now in place for Trinity Shockley, plus a $500,000 cash bond. She's due back in court in May. Remember, you can find all of our latest local stories anytime on our 13 News app.